Perez is coming up to the line now. He's currently 18th. He needs this lap to get himself into Q2, and he goes only 12th. Is that going to be a 9 Zhou Guanyu? We will find out. Hamilton goes fastest overall by 7.5 of a second, but George Russell is looking to go to the top and does so by 0.04 of a second. Mercedes have had the pace so far this weekend in all 3 practice sessions and have got the same pace in qualifying. Gasly goes 8th fastest. He should be safe. Albon's out. He's taking the flag. And Alonso might be out because Colapinto goes 9th fastest. Ocon goes 11th fastest, pushing Perez down to 14th. And now 15th as Lawson goes 14th fastest. And it's now down to Lance Stroll possibly. Norris is taking the flag in 7th. And Perez is in the bottom 5. He's out of qualifying. Perez is out. Sonoda's gone 10th. That is Perez done. The Mexican driver is out in Q1 once again for the 6th time this season. Lance Stroll is next across the line. Currently slowest, stays slowest. And that is the qualifying one done. Both Aston Martins are out along with Bottas, Albon, and the man who is a big shock once again, Sergio Perez in the Red Bull, 16th and out. Huge disappointment. Hamilton's gone fastest overall by 0.2 of a second. Zhou Guanyu setting good personal best. Magnussen goes 9th fastest and into the top 10. And now we look at Zhou Guanyu. Hulkenberg goes 7th ahead of Carlos Sainz, but Sainz will be looking to go quicker than him and does so as he goes 2nd fastest. Here's Zhou Guanyu looking to get into Q3. Can he do it? Oh, only 11th and 0.08 away from the top 10. Liam Lawson has bailed out of his lap. He is also out of qualifying. Zhou Guanyu just missed out on the top 10. That's a shame for him. Sonoda goes 7th fastest. Ocon goes 10th fastest, and that's Franco Colapinto into the barriers. And another Williams is into the wall and out of qualifying. Gasly goes 4th as the yellow flag falls, and Colapinto is into the barriers and out of qualifying. And that is the end of Q2 with the Williams. And sadly for the Argentine driver, he is out and into the wall, and that is a very heavy hit for the Williams driver. And luckily, he is okay, as he reported to the radio. Hit the wall on his left-hand side. He turned in too early. That is a huge shame for Colapinto. He is out along Magnussen, Zhou and Lawson. Colapinto is okay, 14th at the moment. But with that huge crash, he might have not started this race. Oscar Piastri, a driver who's never been on a Grand Prix pole, hoping for one today, and he goes fastest at the moment with a 33.5. Max Verstappen starting now. Let's see what the Flying Dutchman can do as Norris crosses the line, and he's now on pole. The man who's been on pole in 5 of the last 7 Grand Prix, looking to make it 6 in the last 8 Grand Prix. At the moment, Blair, who was on pole here last year, goes 3rd fastest, and now 4th fastest as Gasly goes ahead of him in 3rd fastest. Good effort from Pierre Gasly, the man who was on the podium with his teammate Esteban Ocon last time out in Brazil. Here's Carlos Sainz out of the last corner. Is he on pole with a 33 flat? A good lap from Spaniard down to the likes of Verstappen, Hamilton and Russell. Here comes Verstappen. Can he beat Sainz's time? No, he's 0.2 away. And fastest for the man who could claim the World Championship this weekend. Here's George Russell, the man who has been on pace in all 3 practice sessions so far. Has he got the pace to contend for pole position? Here comes Russell across the line, and he gets it by 0.2 of a second. George Russell's currently on provisional pole, and Lewis is out of his lap, so he must have had an error. But George Russell is on pole at the moment by 0.2 of a second from Carlos Sainz. All looking good so far for both George Russell and Mercedes. This is what happened to Lewis Hamilton then. Oh no, he locked up. And that is not what he needed. Whoa, George Russell tapping the wall.
Exit of 5.
It was exit of 5. This is it then for Oscar Piastri. Where's he going to put his McLaren? 3rd fastest, 0.2 off pole. Good effort. But what about Lando Norris, the man who needs to outscore Max Verstappen to keep the championship fight into Qatar? Norris crosses the line, and he's on the front row. A good lap from him, but but 2 tenths away from Russell. Here's Charles Leclerc. He's now on pole. Charles Leclerc, out of absolutely nowhere, puts his Ferrari on pole. Hulkenberg goes up to 6th. His qualifying's done. Here's Hamilton. Where's he going to be? Only 10th and slowest of the top 10 for Hamilton as Sainz goes on to pole by 3 tenths of a second. Gasly goes second fastest for Alpine. That came out of nowhere. What a performance again from Pierre Gasly. Yuki Tsunoda goes 6th fastest, splits the McLarens. Where's Verstappen? Gonna end up on the grid? Only 4th, but that's ahead of his title rival crucially. But now it's down to George Russell. Can he take pole away from Sainz? He can! George Russell, by a 10th of a second, takes his 3rd pole of the year, his 4th in his career, and Mercedes have made it fastest in all 3 practice sessions, fastest in all 3 qualifying sessions, and George Russell has grabbed pole for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Mercedes are truly back on form, and they are looking to continue that method going into tomorrow. It's Russell on pole for the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Pole position, mate. Well done. Zip bar, that's a new one. Come on. Ninth one. Brilliant job. Well done, man. Let's go, baby. Love that. Well done, mate.
George Russell has done the job in qualifying as he puts his Mercedes on pole ahead of Carlos Sainz. Pierre Gasly, what a job from him. Starting in the top 3 for the first time ever. Amazing stuff for him and for Alpine. But it's Russell on pole for the Las Vegas Grand Prix.